Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on an upload, and leave a comment below saying I subscribed and hello, and I'll always say hi back. With all of that said and done, let's jump into the video.
It's time to do.
What's going on, guys? We are back again with yet another first place undefeated deck profile here. We're with Simon. Simon went undefeated today and he was playing Infernobles. Now, I know for a fact that Simon absolutely loves this deck. There's a lot of history and a lot of lore this man absolutely adores. But we'll jump into it. Tell us about your rounds, my friend.
Right, so I started off against Sacred Beasts. That was pretty easy. They can't do a whole lot against 3-4 interruptions. The Link 1 Charles just obliterates all their interaction. Awesome. Round 2 was Unchained. That was a difficult one. The destruction effect on most of the negates really become a problem there, but there's some clever siding. I think we managed to pull that out there in game 2 and 3. Cool. Round 3 was against Pearly, which was, full disclosure, just entirely because of time. It's unfortunate and poor management of life points on their part. So
we take those.
We take the win. And then finally, that was a very grindy game against Lab in round 4. Labyrinth is not necessarily difficult. This variant wasn't playing any of the furniture, so pretty easy with the amount of spell trap interruptions we have. So
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. All right. Well, let's jump into the deck profile, my guy. We'll see what you all got packing under the hood.
Sure thing. Right. Gonna start off with the classic warrior staple of 3 connector, 1 dolphin. There's no reason not to play this. It explains itself. Rip the droll, you get to play.
Okay.
On to the fire warriors, which is pretty much most of the rest of this deck. Play 3 Ogier.
Yep.
Best normal summon next to connector. You want to play 3, same as with our boy Renaud. Draw these 2 and you just set up Gearfried before anyone can nib you. You're set for game.
Yeah. So these need to be at 3.
Those need to be at 3. I've seen people play 2 of this. It's wrong, and they should feel ashamed of themselves.
Very cool. Awesome. So they have to be at 3.
Yes.
Noted. Write that down.
Everything else you can kind of mix around with. I play 1 of most of the rest, so 1 of the brigade. I see people cutting these 3. You can. I like them. This gives you a free draw. It's amazing. This really was there just because I had an extra slot left, and I would have rather played a 3rd field spell, but I didn't have one, so this one got in.
Is this a clean 40 build?
It's a clean 40 build, yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
As for these 2, I usually prefer running 2 of each of these, but drawing multiples of either is absolutely horrendous and not worth the extra. You can make do with 2, with 1 each. It's more than enough.
Okay.
So you really just need fire names.
And tonight you felt like those ratios performed fairly well?
Perfect. I never had a situation where I thought I needed more.
Cool.
For miscellaneous fire warriors, I just played 1 each of Gearfried and Fireflint Lady. Fireflint Lady I only ever summoned off of Isolde in case the the Richard was caught up. Else how. I thought about bumping it up to 2, but again, it's fine at 1. You don't need more, never need more. You've got so much recovery in this deck, from Renaud to Joyeuse to, hell, even if you use all Mace's effects for an Ascent to Grave. This card carried hard. People hear that it's a monster negate, they stop reading there. The attack of the battle phase effect just gets completely ignored 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
Really, I pull a lot of wins out of nowhere with that card. Hand traps, I ran 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and 3 imperm.
Okay.
I wasn't happy with Ash's performance today. I'd probably cut that for something else. I'm not sure what at the moment. Probably main deck. Some of the side cards. I'll show that later.
How did Droll and Lockbird perform?
Oh, way too well, way too well. It's disgusting. You can win out games for absolutely no reason. Half the games that Droll showed up, I should not have won.
Okay.
It's not a fair card.
Cool. All right. Well, that's good to know. And you really think that Ash didn't perform well tonight?
No. There's no situation where I thought I would want to have it in my hand over any of the other two, and when I drew it, I'd rather have one of the other two.
Yeah, okay. That's fair enough.
Or one of my side cards.
It's good to know. It's good to know, because a lot of people say Ash is just a generic, great staple card, and it's good to get some negative feedback on the card. I think it's always good to know.
Yeah, it's good. It's generically good, but again, in the current format, especially with Pearly and Unchained, it just does not hold up very well. It just does not do well.
That's really good feedback. That's awesome.
For the spell cards, which is a decent chunk of the deck, we played 1 Rhoda, 3 Heritage of the Chalice, 2 of the field spell, should have been 3, and a whole host of equip spells next to, of course, the one-ofs. I have not seen Called by the Grave anywhere in the last 2 months.
It's evading you.
Yeah, exactly. But I've seen most of my one-of Fire Warriors at least twice per locals. It's ridiculous. One-of also has been hiding quite a lot, but when it showed up, it came in real clutch. Getting a Firefront Lady while getting like some of the unfortunate draws out of your hand, always nice to see. But yeah, always 3. The only reason I'm not playing 3 is because I genuinely couldn't find one.
Okay.
Yeah. You want 3.
Cool. 3 is correct.
3 is the objectively correct ratio, yes. Cool. For equip spells, the very standard 3 Durandal. You want to see it as often as you can. 1 Joyous, 1 Almace, and 1 Phoenix Blade. This one's German, ignore that.
That's perfectly fine.
I've seen people play 2 Joyous, and honestly I see why, but overall, because we play 3 Renowned, it doesn't come up. I do sometimes wish that I've played some of the recursion spells, some of the recursion equips like DDR or Living Fossil, but at no point was I just not playing because I didn't have them on hand. Sending them off of Isol is, you might as well not play them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. So 40 cards in the main.
40 cards in the main.
Extra
I'll go to the extra deck, yeah. We go with 1 each of the level 5 synchros. You need at least 1 of each of these 2. Best card in the deck, interrupt this and we just stop playing.
Okay.
Lunslin can help you get to a search if you really need one. If you can manage to make him before searching your deck or drawing, you can really play around Droll. If you really need that 1 search and can play from there. In general, I'd like to play a second one of this, but it's hard finding room. It really is. You can make do with 1, and I've never need the second one, but you're always in a panic state when this is in danger, because without it, follow-up plays can be a bit difficult. High-level synchros, 2 Charles and a Baron. You can play 1. The only reason I play 2 is because Unicorn exists.
Yeah, okay.
Gastier Unicorn. Baron is great if you get him back with a field spell after linking him off, get him back from the trap zone, or even if you have a Gear Feed on board, just stepping up into Baron if you have a spare tuner, it makes all the difference. An extra pop, plus you can go back into Gear Feed next turn, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's easy choices. For the Link one, I play 3. 2 is the correct ratio. The only reason I play 3 is because I'm objectively bad at this game, and I genuinely don't trust myself with less than 3. I need them. Just the same reason why there's 2 Assault. You can play without 1. You can play with 1. However, if it gets imperm, you just kind of cry.
So for someone per se who is not objectively bad at the game,
2-2.
2 and 2, and then you
2
can
and 2
increase the ratio for that level 5.
Yeah, genuinely, the level 5 at 2, probably good call. Hell, even if you wanted to play a second Roland, that might not be a terrible idea, but as it stands, I'm running 3 because I really do miss the third one when it comes to the crackback.
It's the safe bet.
It's the safe bet, yeah. As for links, 1 Ra 10 and 1 Goki the Power Load Ogre. I was gonna play the Flame Swordsman link, but I couldn't find it in time.
That's fair enough.
Ra 10 has some really nice utility, but I didn't play the right sideboard cards to use it properly. So I just kind of used it to generate some advantage on my opponent's turn. However, the only time I ever did that, it did end up getting me triple tacked. So that was unfortunate.
Oh dear.
Power Load Ogre comes in real clutch if you're under a floodgate that should not be there. You just go into Power Load, tribute himself because he's unaffected. You can use him under Skill Drain, pop the whole Labyrinth board with him. As long as you can get to him, you'll usually be fine after that.
Okay.
Plus, you can just be fine just passing on 1 Power Load. If you have 1 Power Load, that's still 2,800 to beat over.
Yeah, it's a big
unaffected.
boss.
Yeah, unaffected. It's nice. For the XCs, I played 1 Battling Boxer King Dempsey and 1 Notorious King of the Noble Knights. This is so clutch when you make it after you mill 4 with Assault. It's some of the funniest. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. Mill 3 equips, pop them all up, and then just immediately generate advantage off of that. This could be cut, but you're fine without it. But I'd really have it rather than not have it. Just the search you can get off of that. If you're missing like a Renown or a Tuner. You need it. If you can get 2 4s on board but have no tuner extension, it's this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's the secret spice.
That's the secret spice. It's not secret. The secret spice is this.
Yeah, okay.
Makanko Fire Dance
Hooray.
and Hare. Yes,
Oh my gosh.
they came in real clutch. Especially against Unchained. Just if these are on board, they really help against Unchained. I initially added them in for Pearly, but I didn't find them. Against Pearly, they were gonna do a lot, but time was called. So yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got no other choice, search Hare, equip it with something from Grave, link it off for like an assault or something, and bring it back. Sit on that, and you should be fine. You should get at least another turn out of that. We hate back row. We hate back row so much. We hate back row so much. Which is why we play
All of this.
all of this. All of this direct hate. I don't want to call it prejudice, but it's probably prejudice. Enough
cards
said.
need
no explanation. Came in too clutch against Lab.
Yeah.
Especially in the grind game.
Do you think for Lab the trade-off, the 1-for-1 with Cosmic is, would you rather Lightning Storm? Or the circumstances?
I
are too specific?
honestly wouldn't, because getting to your main phase is a problem sometimes. And you just want to fire this off as quickly as possible. You want to get rid of whatever they have, and sometimes if you make it to the main phase and they have more than 2 spell traps,
they can get through.
It's a problem, because for the most part, unless we have some really good extenders, the normal summon has to stick. Yeah, especially if it's connector.
Cool. Makes sense.
And just some generic going seconds.
Yeah.
Much like Droll. Did too much work.
Toxic card.
Toxic. Should be banned.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much, my friend.
with the
Is there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
No, my cat Finn.
Cat Finn.
Yeah.
We love Finn. Shout out
We
to
love
Finn.
Finn.
Cool. Cheers, brother.
Love you, man.
You're